Boston butt number 2. It's a little under 8.5 pounds. And came out to $9.90. Oh, I'll show you this lovely fat here. Deciding, obviously I am not a butcher. I'll go ahead and cut this off. And it's always good, I did sharpen this knife right before I started. Save yourself some hassle. Nothing's more dangerous than a dull knife, because you'll find yourself pushing with it instead of letting it cut. And that's when accidents happen, and it gets pushed further than you meant it to go. And yes, I'm speaking from experience on that too. Okay. I'm not worried about these little bits of meat. I will render them. And I do want to leave the fat on. This is going to be cut up for sausage. Oops. I like the latex gloves or the form-fitting gloves better than these. I'm going to have to switch to them. There's a bone in here on this end. So I'm just going to try to cut this into strips. Almost like steaks, but not. There's the bone. Now I'm just going to cut out chunks as the piece of meat here allows me to. You can see the muscles going this way. I'm not exactly sure of this bone shape. See them there. This is all going to be ground up, so it doesn't matter how pretty this gets. You may want to try this before you do different types of cutting on these, so you can learn. It's been a while since I've done one with bone in. That's still a bone right there. Yeah. Now the bones will end up in the stock. So the smaller pieces can go right into the container I've got here. I like to do the seasoning before I do the grinding, to let the grinder do some of the mixing for me. So first off, this is 1 part salt to 2 parts brown sugar. And I'm not really sure how much weight. Just kind of looking, seeing how well. So what? 6, I think. Yeah. I mean, this is all to taste. If you like it saltier, then your mix could be even or more salt than sugar. All up to you. What I really like is sage. That's why I grow it so much. Seriously, I like sage. I put a lot in my Thanksgiving stuffing dressing. See? That smells good. Oops. So like garlic. This is granulated onion. You can put fresh. And to add a little color and smokiness, I love smoked paprika. We like it hot. We like spicy foods here. Paprika is not spicy, but the kids will eat this. Might as well finish off the bottle. Kids will eat this, and we can add our own hot sauce to it. Mustard, we like pork with mustard, so we have those mustards that I've bought recently and we've been using. So there it is, nice and mixed up. Back in May, I won this at an auction along with a coffee grinder for $4 for both of them. And it's nice not to have to drag out the KitchenAid sometimes, something small to work with. Now, I want to taste it at this point, cook a little bit, and get my husband's input too, see if he likes it before I do a big batch. The sausage tastes really good. It's been a while since I've had some homemade pork sausage. But this, only after doing this little bit, got really gunked up and started coming out from around the sides, around the edges, because it was just plugged up. And this was really gunked up, and I cleaned it off. But obviously, if you remove all these connective tissues or cut them out, you would have less of this problem. But that's part of what makes it good, I think. So I have to switch to the KitchenAid. It still happens with the KitchenAid, but I have a coarser ground. I don't have a coarser ground with this one, and it's a lot more powerful, so it can push some of the stuff through that this is not able to get through. I know it looks kind of gross, but it's good in the sausage, and you won't ever know it's there, and you've been eating it. So I'll get this cleaned up and drag out the KitchenAid. I just wanted to show that I put this sandwich baggie, Ziploc baggie, over this piece and cut a hole on the side over here so it can just come out, because every so often it will sputter or spit and shoot stuff across the room, which you don't really want raw pork, no matter how good it may taste cooked, shooting across your house and ending up who knows where. So this just works for me, and then let's clean up. Bags are labeled. Nice to have a little extra hand helper. I like to get about a pound. There we go. I show how I did the baggies in another video, but I'll put it in here too for anyone who's not seen that one or not done it this way. And of course I'll fill the rest of the baggies up with the next pair of gloves. And just wanted to show this. It's good to flatten it out as much as possible. I like to even it up on the top. And a lot of times I will cook this straight out of the freezer, and after it's cooked on one side, I'll cut however, portions if this is going to be like sausages for breakfast, or if I want, instead of buying hot dogs, I can cut them in strips, and these can be a great hot dog substitute. Or just cook it and crumble it for soups.